Ash, you know what time it is?
No, mate.
It's time for Get At It. Thanks, Ash, for that help with the intro there for this volume edition of Get At It. Today I want to talk to you about fasteners, in particular screws. There's lots of a range of screws that you can get out there, different breeds, finishes, the whole lot. This is just some screws that we believe in here, that we sell quite regularly. Might give you a great idea on your next project, or using something different maybe to what you're using now if you're not happy with it, in your future projects as well. So let's start by talking about some deck screws. Here at Kev's we keep Otter brand deck screws. It's more of a upper market deck screw than your normal standard square drive deck screws. They are a torque drive decking screw. As you would see there, it's a bit blurry, and I'll put a picture up on the screen as well. Torque drive. We find that the torque drives are a bit better in gripping than a square drive, and don't tend to strip out as much as possible. We also like these Otter brand decking screws because they have a great coarse thread that hangs onto the timber, but a finer thread also at the top of it, just under the self-embedding head, that will hang on to your decking board as well. And you'll see a picture pop up there with what those screws look like as well. Available in two finishes, in stainless steel 316 and ChemShield. And the two differences there basically is one is brown and one is obviously stainless for any application that you need to do. Have a look for them in your area. Have a try of them. There is the only deck screw that we keep here for the reason that we have found that they are the best on the market in our application. So check them out. So next I'd like to talk about is a roofing screw. Once again, there is quite an array of roofing screws that you can get out there in the market. In our region up here in Queensland, we use a lot of cyclone plates and bonded washers. There are a few types of those as well. The first one we look at basically is a 16mm bonded washer, okay, which is just aluminium bonded washer that fits below the head there, and you can also get that in a 25mm bonded washer as well. Same premise, basically sealing properties, but also assessed with spreading the load over your iron. You then go down to your old school cyclone plates, which are still used a little bit up here in the Queensland region, in the cyclonic region as well. Same deal, sealing properties, spreading the load over onto your roof as well. And a lot of the screws that a lot of the roofers are using at the moment is a roof zip, which has just got the little Neo washer basically underneath those as well. The cutter is a little bit different. It is for timber and for metal, but only for light gauge metal and only for softwoods. Not very appropriate to use into a hardwood premise as well. To go into hardwood, you would want to use a type 17 screw, which is, some would see there with the cutter basically, and the needle point there as well to help you go through those. A type 17 screw will actually go up to 0.75 metal as well, so going through a normal roof batten and your iron would be no problem for a type 17 screw. Moving on, we then start talking about drilling into metal, which is where we need to get a tech screw to do so. Now, different tech screws for different practices, basically. The easiest thing I say with tech screws is when you're going into your shop to look at buying these, is what sort of gauge steel you're actually drilling up to, and the cutter on the tech screw will actually help you determine that as well. For example, a 14 gauge tech screw will have a longer cutter on it, which will therefore go through a bit thicker steel, up to about 5mm. The smaller you go down in gauge, the smaller the steel you'll be able to go through, but you'll also see that the cutter on that screw will actually reduce as well, which will give you a bit of an indication of what it can actually go through. Say you need to go through some really thick steel, some up to 12 mil, you can actually buy what they call a Series 500 screw, which has a absolutely longer cutter on it. That cutter is about 12 mil long, which allows you to go through that 12 mil steel pretty much like butter. Obviously, depending on the brands and so forth, look out for the reputable brands to ensure you are using the right screw for those practices. Well, that's it for this volume of Get At It. I hope you found the screw talk a bit informative and might help you in your upcoming projects. We look forward to talking to you next time. Thanks again, Ash, for helping out at the start there. I know you were really looking forward to doing that. See you next time.